8.
The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Well, Fly My Pretties is this weekend at the Pegasus Bay Winery in Waipara in North Canterbury, and then next weekend at the Black Barn in Napier. Whole bunch of talented musicians. Of course, Fly My Pretties is a wee bit of a super group, as you'd know, made up of musicians from all over the show with all their own projects. And there is some support acts as well as joining Fly My Pretties, one of them being Jayson Norris, who's a very busy chap this month because he's releasing a brand new album as well. And he joins me on the line this morning. Morning, Jayson.
Good morning.
Good morning. How's your summer been so far?
It's been fantastic. We flew into the country on Saturday from London, and the weather has been perfect. I've even managed to get up and have a fish with the old man.
Did you catch anything?
We caught some fish. I can't tell you where the spots are, though. It's a secret. And now I'm down in Wellington, obviously rehearsing with Fly My Pretties.
Yeah. Now, from what I understand about how the Fly My Pretties rehearsal goes, it's pretty fast and furious. It happens all very quickly before the gigs themselves. So then it evolves quite organically once you're on stage. Is that right?
That's right. It's before, when I was asked to do it, I was like, oh, that's fantastic, such an honour, and I'm so happy to be part of it. And then I was sort of curious on how it was going to sort of evolve in that, and then it's all a bit of a last-minute thing, and you get here, and there's still songs that haven't even been put forward, and you're learning songs there and then on the spot. And it all happens, like you say, organically, and it's pretty amazing experience, actually.
Yeah, I can imagine that would, it'd be quite exciting, but also very hard on one level, because you'd end up at the gig kind of playing a song, but also not really 100% sure when people were going to progress to the next part of the song.
That's right. Yeah, you might have to sort of turn down your instrument when it changes or something. No. But no, it all happens fine, and because you're playing with such other talented musicians, that it's easier to do, and everyone just manages to do it.
Yeah. Does that mean that the chemistry that would normally be built up over a long period of time in a band has to happen very quickly when you're in Fly My Pretties?
Yeah, that's right. It usually does anyway when you have sort of talent of that sort of calibre. Yeah. The chemistry sort of can happen instantly because everyone's in the same mindset, and that's how it sort of happens.
Yeah. Now, you've just said that you had just flew into the country. So does that mean you've been spending more time over in London than New Zealand recently?
I have been. I pretty much. I've been living in London for like 8 years, and my music over there is taking off, and very, very busy. And I'm lucky enough to be able to come back to New Zealand quite often, and do my shows over here, obviously with Luke, and be a part of that. My manager also lives in Singapore, so I'm also getting a lot of gigs in Asia now as well.
Oh, wow.
And we did a few gigs last year, and this year we're waiting on a few other ones to come in, so hopefully I'll be a very, very busy year again.
So it really is quite key to have people on the ground supporting you and making the business side of things work.
Definitely. I mean, I'm essentially a one-man band, so it's Jayson Norris. I do play with other band members, but if you think about it as it's me playing, so I've got to play, write the songs, and then I've got to find time to sell the merch, do the marketing, all that sort of stuff. So having other people on the ground, like you say, it's very important. If I was a band of 4 members or so, then there's 3 other members that can actually do other things. So being by myself, it means a lot more hard work and stuff. And that
obviously also involves convincing people to back you as well. Has that been difficult, or is it quite easy? You just hand them a CD and they go, oh, nah, no worries at all, mate. Come on board.
No, not at all. It's been quite difficult. I've my manager Heath, who's been with me for the last 10 or so years. He's the person who's been there from the start. But in terms of getting other people on board, it's always hard, I mean, people get turned down by record labels or radio quite often. Yeah. And you just got to keep, get knocked down, you got to get up and keep going. And hopefully one day someone will say yes.
Well, the album Freedom 28, which comes out on January the 27th here in New Zealand. It's the press release says New Zealand debut. So has this already been released overseas?
Basically, I recorded an album called Freedom to Live last year, all independently by myself in London, and released it over there. Loop Recordings really liked it, and they wanted to license it, and so they picked it up, but sort of changed the name of it to Freedom 28, redone the artwork, and remixed a couple of tracks. We re-recorded a couple of tracks, and then retracked it as well on the album. So, and then we've released it again through Loop Recordings, called Freedom 28.
Cool. Yeah. And so, are there other local musicians involved with the project as well?
Yeah, tons of Kiwi musos on the album that live in London. Paul Russell used to be in Super Groove. Shelton Woolwright and Paul Matthews from I'm Giant playing on it. Rieta Austin, Ian Munro, Glenn Aitken. So all these other Kiwi guys on the album.
Cool. Well, not only do you have Fly My Pretties this weekend at Pegasus Bay, and then also at the Black Barn in Napier next weekend, you're also going to be at Homegrown as well, and also with the Black Seeds touring New Zealand all over summer.
I'll be with the Black Seeds on the 12th of February down in Christchurch.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing my own tour starts towards the end of February. Well, it's actually from the 12th, actually. And we'll be doing anywhere from Taupo to the Bay Plenty, up to Kaitaia.
Nice.
Down to Christchurch again, and obviously Homegrown in Wellington, and Waiuku in Auckland.
Of course, because you've got to do a concert in your hometown.
Yes.
Up north.
Yeah, that's right. Mum and Dad would be very upset if I didn't.
Yeah. Well, what a way to spend the New Zealand summer touring all over the show. It's going to be huge.
Fantastic. I bought the wife and the little 18-month boy home as well. So.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Lovely.
Well, I'm very much looking forward to catching you on stage, not only in Fly My Pretties, but also performing beforehand as well with your solo project. Jayson Norris, thanks very much for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me, mate. Cheers.
See ya. And look out for the album as well, which comes out on January the 17th.